Hello, my name is Deborah Carruthers, and today is May 11th, 2022, and this is a video to demonstrate the game program I created as my final project in the C# class. And what I have created is a game I call Snake and Rat. It is a version of the classic Blockade or even Pac-Man games from a long time ago, where you use your keyboard to control the movement of an object. So first I'll show you the program code right here let me scroll up to the top here. This program uses two classes, one called the Circle class and one called the Settings class. And the Circle class really it just lets us set the X and Y locations of a string of dots. So the point of this game is to use an X and Y grid to which is what responds from the keystrokes on your keyboard when you go up and down and left and right. So let me show you the game in progress because it's pretty fun. This is the main form, and when you hit the start button, it builds a line of dots. The black head is like the head of the snake, and you use your keyboard up and down arrows to try and eat that rat or the food, that some people call it. Now, some people may say, oh, it's running a little too fast. So what you can do is hit the X and stops the game, and then you can click the settings button here, and this brings us to my second form in the game. And I'm going to even change some of the colors of the snake and the tail and all that stuff. And here's my head, colored gold. And I have a message here, set your snake speed. The game is initially set at 40, but you can set it to 10 to make it super fast. Or for me, slow people like me, I like to go slow so I can get lots of points. I'm going to set it for 100. I'm going to hit the change button here, close that form, start the game. And now you can see it's changed the colors of my snake and rat. And now I can go much slower, and it's much easier to eat this food. And as you can see, the tail of the snake keeps getting bigger as every time it eats the food, and eventually it gets difficult to prevent it from crossing over each other. So let me see if I can. Yeah, so now the game has ended if the snake crosses over each other. And here I have another button for my third form, which is to let me take a snapshot. But notice also every time it eats the food, it's keeping track of the score, and it'll keep track of the high score of all your games until you close the program. So we're going to hit the snapshot button here, and it takes about 6 seconds for the open file dialog. Oh, it came up right away this time. Okay, that's good. And now I'm going to save it and just give it any old name. And here is that third form. So you can see it is showing me the screenshot of the game I just played. And it even lets me click a button so I can view any of my previous saved games. Here's an old one. And also in the JPEG in the program, we added a text caption up here that remembers what the high score and the score was of that game, because the picture box of the game canvas itself doesn't have that information. You have to move that from the text label properties. So that's it for that form. And then that's about all I wanted to show. The rest of the code is just standard code for keeping track of the X and Y values. And I will mention in the some of the challenges I had was learning how to create an instance of the main form and write that instance on the second form so that I can pass things like changing the timer speed as a property back to the main form controls. In this program, I also had to learn how to use the brushes, methods of the paint property, and that is what let me change different colors of the snake and rat head objects. So it was a fun challenge, and I hope you enjoyed it.